So apparently the body shop had these panels off. This one, I think maybe all of them, and they didn't care to put this one back in, probably because these things came undone, unglued themselves. So now I'm gonna have to take these out and put everything back properly. Hopefully I find all the hardware. Similar thing is here in the back. Okay guys, so the crazy part is that this car has a manual seat. This is a manual seat. Actually a manual seat, guys, which is crazy right there. But the craziest part is that it has this connector, so I was always like wondering what's going on, why it has this connector. But I'm guessing it's maybe extra if you want to add an option, because the thing is that this car came like this from the factory. That's what I believe. The second owner, the current owner who's got this car, had 70,000 kilometers on this car when they got it, and this is the seat that was installed in this car. So yeah, so this one we're just gonna wrap it up in electrical tape, and then there's a plate that actually goes over here that we're gonna install. It is super hot today. It's really crazy. I just got here and then I'm already sweating like crazy. Today is actually super humid here in Middle East, like crazy humid. It happens, usually it's dry heat, but it happens when it's humid, and that's the worst thing. Here's another thing to note with this door panel. I tried to make it as best as possible, but the problem is that this is not the best right here, fitment. One of the things I noticed is that behind this there's actually a screw, but whoever was removing this door panel before, they didn't know what they were doing. They broke that screw off, like the plastic. So I removed this thing and looked at it, but you know, there's nothing really holding this part in place. But all the other screws, like this one is back in, there's another screw right here is back, you know, and things like that. So yeah. These two are broken off, the clips, so we'll just have to install it as is. Like this, I would say not bad at all. Fitment is not bad at all. It just sucks that the wood is chipped from people not knowing how to take these off. Found this piece laying somewhere. I'm trying to install that now on this. This assembly is loose overall. Oh, maybe we'll have to probably figure something out with this. Okay, let's somewhat install this. It's holding Alright guys, today we have a big task. So I installed the water pump, as you can see, but there are a few things I didn't install yet, which is this pipe, because we have to deal with that. We have a coolant leak in the back there. And I didn't install the fan yet because I'm waiting to see, maybe the owner will bring me a couple of idler pulleys, this idler pulley and maybe that one for the tensioner. So if so, then I will install those. And now we're going to proceed into removal of this intake manifold to get to all those that coolant leak and fix it. when loosening these fuel lines, you gotta make sure that you're holding the fuel rail with one wrench and loosening the nut with the other. You have to counter hold because you're gonna break this whole thing. You're gonna snap it. Super hot. Okay, so with the intake manifold off, I blocked everything off so nothing gets inside of the engine or manifold. And this is our problem. And it's really difficult, but this is the hose, and this one was leaking, and then this line right here was leaking too. This one. So I need to figure this out. Yeah, this I don't like the way this filter housing is looking. There's like a bunch of RTV there, whatever. It's kind of crazy. I think I should take this off. Notice the problem here with these bolts. There's like a cut in there, right there, and one right here as well, like that. And this one appears to be a little better. Took off the hose. Turns out this right here was ripped, and they tried using RTV, but it was still leaking a little bit. This hose needs to be replaced. And they still used RTV right there. More water. Of course, we don't have to use antifreeze. We can just use water. Great. Okay, let's take this off somehow. A bit of a pain. Too much siliconito holding everything. There. And let's see. Why was this thing not sealing? Well, obviously a seal like this will not seal. You have like a seal that's not an O-ring, it's just completely square. Brilliant. Yeah, this has to be taken apart and come out. Oh yeah, you guys remember I showed you this cut? There's actually a bigger one. If I squeeze, look at this. That's where it was leaking from. The owner had this thing in the car. It's a PCV hose, and it's for this one. I'm gonna replace that. I already have a new part, why not?